Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how I make my own cable stakes. They're a pogo style stake, and I'm going to build them completely from the ground up just by buying materials from, say, Home Depot and other stuff. I usually use the cable from my old snares, but right at the beginning of the year I don't have a ton, so I just have, this is 3/32 1x16 cable, so there's 16 strands around one core. It's not real great for cable stakes, but that's what I like to use for my coyote snare, so that's what I'm going to use. And then this is 3/32 8x8, that is from some old snares, so I'm going to use some of those too. But for material, cable, an anvil, hammer. On the anvil I have a clamp with a trap bender on it. I know it's a specific person makes this, but I don't have his name on hand, but I'll have it linked below. Then you're going to need some 20D nails. These are what you can make your J hooks and S hooks out of. If you're going to do that, I'd advise some bolt cutters. They also cut cable pretty good. And washers. These are 2-inch washers, and the hole is 5/16 inch. So it fits it pretty snug on these nails. But if you don't want to do the trap bender with the nails for the J hooks and stuff, you can also just order J hooks and swivels. But let's get started. First I'm going to start cutting these out, this cable, to, I usually do about 18 inches, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. Just really depends. I mean, if I'm going to be using these for beaver, I'm going to leave them about 2 foot long, just because I don't know how solid the floor of the water is going to be. But these are going to be for coyote snares and footholds, so I'm going to make them, say, about 16, 18 inches long. You're going to leave a little bit extra, remember, because you're going to have to loop them around. So if you want them 16-inch cable stakes, I'd put them at 18, 19 inches of cable. Like so. Alright, cable's cut. Next we can make a J hook. Alright, here's going to be a close-up of the J and S hook. I've never had this mounted. I'm honestly not sure if it makes it easier unmounted or harder. I just never have. I've never mounted anything to this table. If I'd use anything, I'd clamp it onto a block and mount things to blocks. But I don't know. That's for you to find out. I'm not going to say do it one way, do it the other. But here's how you do a J hook. You just put it in just running straight. Just crank it a little bit. Just like that, like a 45-degree angle. And you're going to put in like that. And you're going to crank it all the way around. Like that. Perfect J hook every time. Right there we got our J hook and our 2-inch washer. like that. It's nice and snug. Put that to the side. Grab a nice piece of cable. Grab a decent piece of cable like this. I always double these up, just personal choice. You can run one double ferrule, or you can run two. Better be safe than sorry. Then we have this here. Take your pogo, like so. Take a pair of channel locks and bend it down. Now, this side, you gotta think, how am I gonna connect this to my trap? A lot of times, I like to use the MB Crunch swivels from here and then run it with a J hook. Here, I'll just show you. So I take this crunch swivel, run this through here, pinch that down like so, and then run another J hook to my trap and clench that down. Don't have any traps with me right now, or I'd show you. I do have a snare I could show you on. So I have one pre-made snare right now with this type of system on it, and if I have this type of system on my snares, I'm not gonna run this type of stake. This is more so for snares that I leave with a loop like this on the end, or traps. But I need to make a lot, so there's one. Then if I was gonna make one for a snare like this, or like a muskrat drowner, or a raccoon drowner trapped in a river, even dog-proof traps, I'm gonna make one with an S-hook connection. I don't see the need for 3 swivels on raccoon and mink and muskrat traps. I don't see a need for it. So I just run S-hooks, and then when I'm done with them, the last day when I want to pull my traps, I bring these along and just snip each J-hook or S-hook and get on my way, leave the stake. And they're very cheap. I picked up 3 packs of nails and 1 pound packs and a pound of washers for 25 bucks. So I mean, it ain't bad. There we have an S-hook. And then you just take your bolt cutters, pop that, pop the point. So then we got an S-hook. Take your S-hook, hook it on there, do the same thing both sides. Take your snare, slide it up. There's your connection to your snare to your pogo anchor. And you just take them, wrap them up like that. You can carry 2,000 of these in a backpack if you want. It's that slick. So that's how I make my cable stakes. I use them for my river lines. I use them for coyote, fox, beaver, anything DP related typically. And I'm either wiring off the trees with snares and DPs, or I'm using pogo stakes pretty much. I use them at the start of every one of my drowners other than muskrats, like trapping huts. I just use just sticks, saplings. So yeah, that's how I make my pogo stakes. And have any other trapping related questions or any questions at all, feel free to contact me, mason@NemiCreek.com. And thank you and goodbye.